Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Get Ready to Ramble. So, what 5 topics have I got for you this week? Let's find out, shall we? Topic number 1, in 2 minutes, starts now. So, Big Sam has been appointed the England manager. Fantastic news. It's kind of the same step that we took with Roy. Roy Hodgson was appointed England manager in 2012. Yeah, before the European Championships. Had a disastrous. Well, we okay, I suppose. Didn't do well in the World Cup, and didn't do well in the Euros. So why have we appointed another man who is of a similar age, has less experience than Roy Hodgson did, and, let's face it, doesn't play nice football? There were other candidates, Gareth Southgate for one, Eddie Howe, although Eddie Howe didn't get interviewed. Why? I don't know. It just seems like we're going round and round in circles with this stuff, and it's really, really annoying because I want the England team to do well. I'm a club man myself. I prefer my club to do better than my country. That's me just being selfish and wanting Tottenham to do well. But we need pride in the England team. We need to be doing well. This guy is not going to do it. He really isn't. The only man that's happy about this is probably Mark Noble, because he knows he's going to be picked to play for England. It's so frustrating because we're so much better than what we were at the Euros. And I think we all know that. Roy just didn't pick players who were good or were fit. But yeah, he might prove me wrong, Big Sam, but I don't think it's the answer. I think it's another stopgap. And we've got to stop with the stopgaps. We really, really have. Because it's really very, very annoying. And hey! Topic number 2 has come up. Transportation. Trains, more importantly. Our local line, C2C, are driving me insane with the amount of cancellations and track repairs and everything they do. But it's not just C2C. Southern have got a big problem. They've got a very big problem. They want to be taken over, or TfL, the Mayor of London wants TfL to take them over. But the South Western is, why can't we get a train company to run properly? I mean, C2C changed their timetable if you're from Essex. This will be relevant if you're not. Sorry. They changed their timetable in December and it hasn't worked. We didn't have enough carriages to change the timetable. I've seen the incident with Southern. Southern have changed the working conditions of their drivers and their guards. That's the word I'm looking for. And they don't want to do it. So they've had to cut the timetable. There's it's caused chaos because they've had to reduce the timetable because they haven't got the staff to run the trains. And in 2016, when you think Japan has the bullet train, Germany has probably one of the best rail networks in the world, and we are supposed to be a metropolitan city. We're supposed to be the biggest city in Europe, and we can't get a bloody train service that runs in and out of London. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know what it's like up north because I don't go there, but just seeing what London's like and the outskirts of London is really very frustrating. And I think the main thing that should be done is that the rail service should be nationalised again. Should never have been ripped apart in the first place. Go. Cold callers. I get a lot of these. It's really annoying. I'm sure everybody else does as well. You can see my poor chap here trying to talk to like 20,000 people at once. I never answer them. I always Google the number and it generally comes up 9 times out of 10. It's a cold caller. You've had an accident. I'll give you a bleeding accident in a minute, mate. And I don't know why companies do it. I mean, yes, you have the PPI stuff. The PPI stuff was very good. People got lots of money out of it. I didn't. I don't have a credit card. Um, but it's really annoying because it's very irritating, especially when it's at work. That's when most of my calls come through during the day. And I know it's a number that I don't recognise. I never pick up a number I don't recognise anyway. And it's just... Stop it! Stop doing this! It's really bloody annoying. And anyone who runs these companies, you should be bloody ashamed of yourselves. You know, we're all trying to get on in life. I don't want to spend 30 minutes or 30 seconds talking to you saying, oh, you've had an accident. I haven't had an accident. As I say, I'll give you a bleeding accident if you want one, mate. Trust me. It's damn well annoying. Oh. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. That's what you have to do when you're talking to these clowns. I mean, I know people who tag them along and sort of string them along. It's very funny. If you do that, let me know. What's your funniest one? That's a bit of a topic thing. What's your funniest one that you do to them? Because I don't think it's right that they call, but stringing them along, I'm quite happy to hear about that. Next topic. Terrorism, or ISIS, or Daesh, or whatever you can call them. Now, obviously, we've had a lot of attacks lately in Nice. There was one in Munich the other day. There's been one in Normandy today, which is the 26th of July. How do we eradicate this evil from our planet? Is basically what I'm trying to figure out. Other than sticking them all on a barge and blowing the damn thing up, I don't think there is anything we can do. I think the world itself needs to unite behind the Americans, us, the French, and we need to drive these people underground or kill them. You know, obviously we got rid of Al Qaeda, and these guys are a hell of a lot worse. And, you know, if we hadn't even invaded Iraq with the Americans, would ISIS have got out? I don't think they would have done. And that's another topic for another day, but, you know, we need to eradicate terrorism from the world. We need to live together because we're all here together. You know, this is Earth. This is our planet. And we all need to get along. And these guys are just out to kill people, and it's not right. And, you know, I fear for my children. I fear for my godchildren. I fear for my grandchildren. Because they're not going to know a world like we did before 9/11. Let's face it. And it's really sad. And there's nothing we can do about it. You know, the world is heading to World War III. I think that's very plain and obviously very, what's the word? It's very plain and it's going to happen. And lastly this week, or this time, online dating. Now, I have very little luck with online dating. I don't know about you. There's a stigma with online dating. You either have to be a complete jerk, or you have to look like Peter Andre. Because no one wants nice guys. That's what I find anyway. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. It's just really, really annoying that girls won't go out with a simple bloke. They're looking for something that isn't there, or they're looking for someone to mess them around. You know, I'm not going to do that. I know 4 or 5 people that are on online dating, and all they're looking for is a partner to share their life with, and that's all I'm looking for. But people on online dating, depending on what site you go on, admittedly, there are some good ones out there, but there are mostly ones that they're just going to jerk you around, and either not replied to your messages or I want to fuck you. And you're like, really? Really? You know, is this the society we live in when we can't go out and meet people normally? You know, obviously you've got Tinder, you've got Grindr if you're that way inclined. And Tinder is just it's just a quickie magnet, isn't it, really? Let's face it, I don't know anybody who's met on Tinder who's happily in a relationship. By the way, I'm not on Tinder. Or I'm not anymore anyway. So yeah, that's online dating. It's a minefield. It really, really is. And good luck if you're out there in it, like me. Pray for us if you're not. Oh, and we've gone back to Big Sam again. So let me get rid of that. Bring that back up. And that is today's ramble. The 5 topics. So we have Big Sam, transportation, trains. That's just St. Thomas the Tank Engine again, wasn't it? Cold callers. Damn those cold callers. ISIS or terrorism, because it's not just ISIS. And online dating. So, if you've got any comments that you'd like to make, please leave a comment below. You can also follow me on Twitter. I've put the link in the description. And from episode 2 of The Ramble, till next time, see ya.